this city bear witness to your power.
I know you are members of the Burning Dawn. Are you prepared to repent for your sins?
If you're thinking about revenge, count me in. If my life's quest ends in my death, so be it.
May the gods have mercy on us all.
To your knees as I return to the abyss as a god.
Check 1 2, microphone check. Check 1 2 3 4. How you guys doing? Can you guys hear us okay? We're doing our weekly microphone check. If you can hear us, give us a thumbs up. Let us know how our levels are. We can bring them up or we can bring them down. Let us know. Let's just
check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah. Yeah, check 1 2. Oh, I see references to soon. Soon will not be mentioned. But will not say soon. Oh, I'm hearing myself. That's not good. Get a little splashback.
Well, I love hearing myself, so I have no problem.
Turn that off. Echo. Got the double echo. Oh, they can hear us. All right, we're
Perfect.
good to go. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's show. It's March 10th. Today's going to be a pretty special show. We got a special guest here, and that is Mr. Jay Smalls. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty well, actually. It's my first time on here. I've always been watching it from the other side. So
yeah,
it's
you
cool
actually watched the stream, which warms my heart. Like I'll.
We all do, actually.
No, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, but
That's
yeah,
true.
not everyone in the studio actually watches my.
We're doing the
So,
work, but it's there in the
that's
little
true.
little window.
I'm just hanging out in
Yeah.
the back, dancing around, making stupid jokes. But good. Smalls' mic is better. Good. Hello. So Smalls, why don't you give us a little bit of a heads up on what you do at the studio, and then I'll give everybody a breakdown of what we're going to be doing today.
Sure. So as you guys can see from the description there, I'm a tech artist, and basically what a tech artist is just like the bridge between art and programming. And specifically with us, if you played the game, you would see that we have a whole bunch of art assets. So our team isn't enormous, but we have a pretty nimble-sized team with a lot of talent. So with that small team, it's just been a challenge to get all those assets into the game. And,
right.
Make them all look good.
So you've done a lot of. Let's talk about just for a couple of seconds before we explain what we're doing on the show. What are some of the things that you've done in the game that they have seen that that you are proud of?
The armor variation, that's pretty good.
Awesome.
So getting that in at the right time, or in that time, that would have been very difficult to do if I wasn't here. So that's been great. And the animation, I didn't animate them. That was Brandon Batterson. But we share the animations across characters. So that's pretty cool as well.
So you're responsible for a lot of the different armors, making it all look nice, making everything look pretty. From my desk where I sit, I can see you working all the time, and you're basically working tirelessly to make things look cool. So give him a hand for that at your own desks at home. This week we're going to be showing off something really cool, and it's something you worked on. I didn't know we were going to be showing off till this morning, so surprise for everyone here that's watching, and you guys are seeing it first. We're actually showing off tieflings this week for the very first time. So we've been working on them. Specifically, you've been working on them quite a lot, which is one of the reasons I asked you to come on. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't want to take credit for that. Like there's Jafar, James, who we call legit because he's legit, and Brandon, he did all the animation. So it's been a real challenge getting them in, and they're really cool. I like them a lot.
Yeah. I see someone says, "Let you finish talking." If I cut you off, I apologize. Did I? I don't think I cut you off.
I didn't feel that way, but if I start snapping at you, that's probably
feel
why.
Feel free to smack me across the face. It's happened before.
I got a really powerful left hook, so
it will not hurt my feelings if I get blasted across the snodge. So, so we're going to be talking today for a little bit, answering your questions. We're, of course, going to be playing a little bit of Sword Coast Legends Rage of Demons, and we'll be looking at the Tiefling and looking at a new build of the Warlock class. And, of course, we'll be giving away some prizes at the end of the stream. This week's snack is going to kind of go invisible because part of it's green. So
I love green.
It's going to disappear. We're going to eat something called Jembos. Look at that. It's actually a really good green. Green screen eats it up. Jembos. And Jembos are chili, lime, and salt spicy plantain chips. And these are from, I believe just from South Florida. So this isn't, product of Colombia.
Oh, well.
So are you excited? You're hungry.
It's better that it's not another product of Colombia. So
yeah, that's true.
These are actually pretty good.
Have you had Jembos before?
No, but I've had a lot of different lime-flavored plantain chips. It's a delicacy.
Right.
We have a history.
Yeah, so these are good. We'll be eating these as we give away some stuff. We'll be giving away Daggers of Venom at the end, and of course a couple copies of Sword Coast Legends as well. And I see a couple questions here. Can we see my full shirt? This is a 8-bit video game bar, and this is in, I want to say, Boulder, Colorado, and they sent me this shirt. And I don't know if this place is actually open yet, but these guys are really, really cool. So if you live in the Colorado area, look up 8-bit video in-game bar and grill and go check them out if it's open yet. I know it's about to open.
I like how we're wearing the blue and the black here.
Yeah.
That was planned for sure.
Very nice. Another question is exactly how large is the SCL team? It says End Space is about 60 strong. It fluctuates. This team that worked on Sword Coast Legends was about 50-ish. So the Sword Coast Legends team at its maximum size with QA and everything was around 50 people. So that was the SCL team. And of course, End Space, we do a lot of different projects, some of them at the same time. So the team will break off and do different things. So there's a couple things in the works. So, am I over the flu? Yes, I still have.
You didn't tell me about that.
Well, I don't know if it was the flu. I think there was a stomach bug or something here at work, which a lot of people got, and I still have my my official branded Bella Snots here. So these are still here just in case, but I'm feeling better. Thanks for asking. You should take some of the snacks from the game and use them as consumables in the game. I would love that. That would be very flattering. Am I open to wearing sponsored t-shirts for my webcast? I don't think, not officially, but if you send me something, I will gladly wear it. Yeah. Smalls will too.
I'm a fan of free t-shirts.
Yeah,
this one wasn't free, but normally, like, throughout the week, I'm wearing, like, free t-shirts from, like, college or some like radio event around town. So
this one says, I love how characters look like D&D miniatures. Thanks. I know the team worked very hard. They took the 5th edition Player's Handbook and 5th edition Monster Manual and actually brought those models into Sword Coast Legends. So if you look at the 5th edition Monster Manual and actually compare it to some of the monsters in the game, you're going to be pretty happy with how they look.
Yeah, and actually, depending on if they're talking about the pewters, because the pewters as well, like the artists on the team actually put a lot of time into like posing those guys and putting like that metallic material on it. So yeah, those are really awesome. I like them as well.
Yeah, this is a good one for you too, Smalls. Mavitical Gamer asks, over the previous streams, what is the funniest moment of the game you all went through? For me, this is going to be completely completely self-absorbed. But when I was playing the game on the weekend before it came out, and I got to the point where I had to kill myself, that was the funniest part for me because it was only then that I realized that I was in the game. So if you've played through the game, you'll see a character called Initiate Ash, who's a drow elf, and you can kill him. And on one of my first streams, I pronounced gelatinous as gelatanious.
Right.
Because I did not know that there was a difference.
It's a very crucial moment in your life.
It was, and the whole studio made fun of me for quite some time, and it actually made its way into the game. So if you find Initiate Ash, you can kill him. That was for me really funny, and I got to grab my wife and show her, my own dead corpse, which was really cool. Do you have any funny ones?
I don't know if a lot of these made it into the final product. Hopefully not, but some of you guys may have heard of this. But over the course of development, one of our guys, Josiah, he actually made a humor page.
Yes.
And it was specifically dedicated to some of the things that we would see. Some of them were bugs, some of them were just coincidental.
Right.
And I can't say some of them that I saw in there, but I remember laughing for like 2 hours straight one day.
Oh, there's some good ones. I hope to somehow, I'm going to leak those somehow, because they're really good.
They're really good.
There's a lot of really good gifts in there as well. So maybe one day the humor page will actually leak out.
One day.
One day. Let's leak it out. So I see Sword Coast Legends minis coming out. I guess those were officially announced, and I didn't open that email. But yeah, so there are some Sword Coast Legends minis coming out. So they look pretty cool. I want to say it's Bryn and Lydia, Hamet,
and Jarhild.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. So if you're a fan of the game like we are, you can now pick those up, or will be able to pick those up and have those guys in your tabletop. And I know that the Dragon Plus magazine actually printed stats for a number of our companions as well, so they're all statted up ready for 5th edition play. Oh, good. Here's a good one. So for Smalls, as a technical artist, what is the project that was most challenging for you? Do you sometimes find yourself in the artist chair and other times in the programmer chair, or are you strictly a liaison?
Oh, it happens. Sometimes I find myself in the artist chair. I actually have a background in fine art, so I actually can't get rid of that part of my brain.
Yeah. I didn't know your background was fine art. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. So I was all up in the gallery scene and schmoozing with the people, drinking that wine, eating the cheese. It was real good.
Better than drinking the cheese.
Yeah, leave that for Taco Bell. They have a nice consistency.
That's all I do is drink the cheese, That's the kind of guy I am. You just put your mouth underneath that tap at the 7-Eleven and just, yeah. Well, that's cool. So you do a little bit of everything, essentially.
Yeah. And I do act as the liaison, and I ask the programmers for a lot of help with some things, because I'm learning every day, and that's the process of game development. It's a very organic process. One of the most challenging things on Sword Coast Legends, like I said earlier, was really dealing with issues of scarcity of time and resources. So I just try to pretty much make little scripts and robots to just work for me.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, you script a lot of things to simplify mundane tasks.
Yeah.
And I noticed you'd say something like that. I'd be like, how the hell do you know? Like when you, for instance, not to cut you off, but for instance, when you're
got that ready.
I know you're ready to smack me. But when you're trying to get armor to fit a certain way, I remember a long time ago you developed a script to help you do that.
Yeah, and that was really difficult because when we were first doing it, we were fitting all the armor custom to all of the different races, and it was taking us probably hours and hours to do that. And then I just had to develop a system to look at all of our data and just kind of automate the whole thing. So that's pretty great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really, really cool. So you wear many hats.
I do.
Yes.
I actually used to physically wear many hats in here as well. But yeah.
Here's one from Erla, I believe. What are the stats for Initiate Ash, and will he ever be a mini? All I know is that he was really easy to kill. It was hard. I tried not to kill him because I didn't want to kill myself. But I don't know the stats in Initiate Ash. I'm assuming he has regular, I think he was just a drow rogue. So I think, basic stats for a drow rogue. He wasn't anything special. If you want a mini, I'll gladly just give me your address. I'll sculpt you one out of Play-Doh and I'll send you an Initiate Ash. Let's see. This one is for Smalls. What's the toughest thing you've done so far in the development of Sword Coast Legends?
Wow. That's very difficult. I'd say managing this character pipeline. There's a lot of things that we did with Excel. We have a bunch of data, and it's great when you could just push a button and just watch things happen. Just walk away and then watch all the work happen. So streamlining that entire process was one of the most challenging aspects, and really just sharing a lot of the information because you can get really creative sometimes with the information that you put in textures, that you put in asset names or bone counts, and you could use that in really creative ways.
That's cool. Well, let's feel free to ask us questions while we're playing. What we're going to do is actually jump into Rage of Demons and show off the Tiefling a bit, play a little bit of the game. If you have any specific questions for myself or for Smalls here, just go ahead and do an @SwordCoastLegends while we're playing, and we'll answer them while we're playing. And then, like I said earlier, at the end of the stream, we'll go ahead and do some giveaways, eat some snacks, answer some more questions,
Can't wait.
and hang out. Here's one for you while I get this set up. What's your favorite character in the game?
My favorite character in the game, I actually like that that goblin dude who's hanging out in Luskan. He's really cool. The sneaky goblin guy. But as far as the companions go, I'd have to go with Ishkin.
Oh, Ishkin's great.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Ishkin because he just has like he's clearly got some fine line between that insanity and genius.
Yeah,
going
I
on.
agree. Ishkin's a lot of fun. All right.
But Helmet makes me laugh as well. I have a lot of favorite characters.
All right, let me get this sound going here. I'll turn this down a little bit so we don't blow your eardrums out. All right, so so here we go. This week we're bringing around, of course, Lydia, and I have her all spec'd out for heals. And I actually remembered to give her skills this time. Last week I brought her in, I think, with no abilities at all, and I got my butt kicked. We're also bringing the Lightfingers twins, so we're bringing Bellamy and Bryn with us this time.
Bellamy is not kidding around.
No, Bellamy.
Look at him.
I gave Bellamy. Let me just show you what I gave Bellamy.
I think you're bringing in the axe, co-starring Bellamy.
Yeah, I gave Bellamy a really large axe. I believe this axe, and I'm gonna. I believe this axe was originally made, I want to say, by Legit, and it was a ogre zombie axe or an ogre axe. So we actually took this axe and shrunk it down, and now ogre size axe is for Bellamy. So we have Bellamy with us, and Bryn, and then we have, of course, the Tiefling here. So I'm breaking the camera here. You can't do this at home, but I'm going to go in a little bit closer here and show off the Tiefling a bit. So this is a Tiefling Warlock, and this week I have him spec'd, sort of a glass cannon spec, and I'll show you his exact spec in a minute. But I wanted to kind of show off some of your work and some of the things that you did, and then I'll fix the camera so people say, why can't we do that? Yeah,
have they seen the Warlock yet? They've seen
the Warlock, yeah. So I showed off the Warlock for the past couple weeks, but not the Tiefling. So how is the Tiefling a little bit different? How was modeling the Tiefling different?
I actually didn't model the Tiefling. That was Anthony and Legit.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys did some wonderful work, and the armor here is actually Jose. Jose did this. This is one of my favorite armors. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The challenge with the Tiefling here was actually the tail and the horns, because Jeffar actually put together a really robust character generation system.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to expand on that and add in like the horn and the tails for some appearance options, but specifically getting them to, again, use some of the assets that we've already had in a creative way, you know. So when that came out of nowhere, we're like, okay, great, we have the tails to do, and Brandon jumped right on that.
Yeah.
And just did tail animations for everything, which was really cool.
Yeah,
so,
it looks absolutely awesome right now. So we'll show him running around in a bit. I see a couple questions here. Do we have a PS4, Xbox One release date yet? No, not yet. That release date is right around the corner, and that's my way of saying soon. Really close around the corner is all I could say right now. I see Let Us Break the Camera 2.
You really teased them with
I know,
with the
I
Zoom
shouldn't have
just
shown
now.
that, the breaking the camera thing, but can we see the character creation of the Tiefling to see some of their looks and such? Yes, probably the next stream we'll do a character creation with a Tiefling. This week we're just going to kind of show off some of the racials and show them off in action, but there will be many more streams with Tieflings and such, so worry not. So let's go ahead and show off how this guy is set up here. And so this week I said I kind of made him be a little bit more of a glass cannon. Excuse me. I forgot to get a drink, and it's always a bad sign. So we have Hellish Resistance, reduces fire damage, which is great, especially for Rage of Demons. We have Hellish Rebuke, which is a nice fire shield, which we'll show off, and then of course we have Darkness. And the thing that's really cool is, here, I'll go ahead and use Hellish Rebuke now. Brad did the animation on this, and it just looks
good.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It's so good.
You can see the flames kind of whipping up and doing a circular motion here. And this is just a tiefling racial, so you'll be able to use this no matter what class you are. It just fits the Warlock very well, though.
I like the swirls.
Yeah.
Like that pillar of fire coming at the feet. It's really good.
It looks really, really great. And so this is great. I mean, depending on what kind of tiefling you want to play, if you're getting swarmed or something like that with your party, you can fall back, turn this on, and if, you know, minions or something come up to attack you, you can take them out just with this. And then, of course, we have Darkness, which you've seen with the Drow. And then we have Hellish Resistance, which is a slight immunity to fire, so it buffs up his fire resistance as well. And then we're going to go ahead and show off some tiefling, some Warlock abilities that we haven't shown off quite yet either. So here we go. In terms of difficulty and stuff, this is on medium still. I was going to do hard, but you know, I figured I'll make sure that I make it through here.
So I actually have a question.
Yeah.
So like, what are some of the, you know, like abilities that the tiefling will have? You know, do they have any immunities for anything?
So yeah, specifically, here I can go ahead and show you guys this. In terms of tiefling specific abilities, I'll show off like the stats and everything during character creation in a couple weeks, but these are his racials. So you have Hellish Resistance, you have Hellish Rebuke, and then of course you have Darkness. So these are, no matter what class you play as a tiefling, you're going to get these just as racials. Stats and such I'll show off probably next week as we'll make a tiefling. We'll actually have audience participation. They can build one with us next week. But those are the big racials.
So independent of the Warlock.
Right, independent of the Warlock. All right, so this is he saved. Of course he saved. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and take this guy out quickly here.
Hopefully.
Yes. He's a big one. We'll go ahead and mark him, and we'll go ahead and buff. That was a big hit. Just turn on my combat
I was
log
counting
here.
on that from Bellamy.
Yeah. Good old Bellamy. Oops. Turn on my... Oof! Knockback. This is going poorly already. Hold on. Alright, Lydia. She must be stunned. Alright. We'll save that. We're not going to use that quite yet. Let's see if we can get him with the fear.
That's right, run away. Run away.
Poor Bryn.
I find it great that you strick fear into him.
I know, right?
I think it should be the other way around.
Right? He's a big boy.
He doesn't deserve to... There you go.
There we go. Alright. Oh, Bryn must have charmed him. Very nice, Bryn.
Good old charm.
Let's see if we have any questions here. Are there any other colors for the tieflings? Yes, there are skin tones, so you'll be able to select the pigmentation as well. Are you guys thinking of adding monsters from the past D&D editions, or are you just staying with 5th edition? We're staying with 5th edition everything right now, so you're not going to see stuff from past editions. Obviously, good news is there's a lot of stuff from past editions in 5th edition, so... Oh, Tony's here too. If you have any sound-related questions, go ahead and ask Tony.
How is that afraid of you? Nice.
Oh no. Alright.
As you wish.
Let's see if we can get a nice big volley off here. So I can use a fireball, so we're going to go ahead and open with a fireball, and then we'll also use some arrows here. They shouldn't do much damage against the ochre jelly, but the Duragar will take some damage. Then we'll do some lightning too. So basically I'm just going to spam the heck out of these guys and see what happens, and then we'll have Bellamy take point.
I was hoping
Immune slashing. This is not going to go well for me, I'm telling you right now. This is going to go very poorly. I hate jellies.
Oh no.
Yeah, Lydia's taking some damage. Come here, Lydia.
You happen to have a great club on you or anything?
I don't think I do.
That would have been great.
It would
No pun intended.
it
No
would have
pun
been.
intended.
It would have been great. Let's use Circle of Death. See if I can grab this guy. Alright, got him with Paralyze. Hoping my fireball cools down one of these days so I can actually carve through these guys. Oh, we got some ads up there. Let's just go ahead and do a little AoE damage here. Any good questions coming in? Uh-oh.
Well, Kellen Draw says that the OTUs are the prettiest of monsters.
Bellamy's down. Uh-oh. Bryn, go get him up.
Tony's actually getting some audio questions there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. These jellies are going to kick my butt. This is embarrassing. No, Lydia, don't die. There we go.
That was a close call.
That was really close. That was really close.
One of the best moments I've had when playing the game was one time I remember I had two mages, and then one was hasting and one was slowing down.
Nice.
And then this jelly actually rushed up to me and was about to like smash one of my guys, like you had a Lydia just now with no health, and I slowed down just at the right moment and was like,
nice.
You know, enough time to heal. That was a great moment.
That is awesome.
It's historical.
Oh my god. So I was able to charm this cleric. Hopefully he can lend a little assistance here, because these jellies are rough. I don't think these guys are just spamming them. I think we got it. Oh, charm broke. We gotta take out this guy.
Quick, he's aware.
Yeah, get him. Oh, Lydia's down. Man, that was a rough fight. A little sleep there. All right.
Yeah, if you want to call that sleep. Turn them into bacon bits.
We'll call it sleep. Will we show off some of the new armor sets? Absolutely. Those armor sets, we actually submitted a lot of those into WotC to look at this week. So a little bit of how the sauce is made. So we do submit a lot of our things through Wizards of the Coast to make sure that they fit within the D&D license and make sure they fit within canon. So those are actually being looked at by Wizards of the Coast now. They're really, really awesome. They're gorgeous. And for those of you who are fans of of cool looking armor, I think you're going to like some of the Rage of Demons stuff a lot. Let's see. Who would win the Lightfingers Royal Rumble, Bellamy or Bryn? I think if you played the game, you probably know who would win. Who would win in a fight? My money is on Bryn for a variety of reasons. Poor Bellamy. Poor Bellamy. That's all I'm going to say is poor Bellamy.
In a fair fight, though.
In a fair fight, I would say Bryn still. I'm on Team Bryn.
I expect my Bryn to be extremely fast and stealthy.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, probably the same.
All right,
Probably
so
the
this
same.
looks like a dead end. Let's go ahead and creep in here. Looks like we do have a big fight here. See how my cooldowns are doing.
What can I do for you?
We'll use Swift Quiver. Come here, Bellamy. You're going to go over here.
Yeah, they need a duel. Great Axe versus that Maul.
I'll do that. All right, here we go. Blinded. And then we're going to go ahead and hit him with a good old-fashioned shockwave. Here we go. Nice. All right. Oops.
So, Cosray34 is asking, will the console versions be digital copies only?
Yes. So, digital only. It's digital downloads. So there's going to be no physical copies of the console version. A little fire shield. He's just going to die from bouncing off the shield. Spiders down. Alright. These characters are about level 10, by the way. I forgot to mention what level these guys are. Oh, charmed again. It's going to break soon.
Spasmolytic 8. That's an awesome word to say. Spasmolytic. I enjoyed that. Is asking what size shirts
that's super nice of you. You really don't have to do that, but yeah, extra large would be great for much of the team. Smalls, you probably wear a smalls.
Pretty good. Pretty smooth.
Pretty good, right?
I don't get that one often.
You hear the ones I get. I can't say them on the stream because they're vulgar. But
oh yeah. I get a couple of vulgar ones as well.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Actually, I'm a medium. But if anyone cares.
That's great. These Dern spiders.
Wow, check it. Those effects look so awesome.
It really does.
I love it.
It really looks great.
Sometimes, actually, I look over my shoulder because Brad works behind me. I just look over my shoulder to see what he's working on. Get a little excitement going. Carry me through the day, you know?
Yeah, it does look good. There we go. I love this. So this chain spell, it does a really nice long duration paralysis, which is just really deadly. Because I hate spiders. They jump around too much. Let's get him a nice big... Oh, it missed. Alright, there we go. Lydia needs to get back on her heels.
So,
who did our healing AI? Because I think it's really solid.
Healing AI? No, I'm not sure.
Was it Doug or I don't know? But whoever did our healing AI, maybe it was Wombat. But it's really good. Like a lot of games that I play, like the healer doesn't do anything, but I feel like my Lydia is always on point. You know?
She is, yeah.
She's good at her job.
Especially if you have like the weapons to
the heal boosting stuff.
Yeah, to boost your skills. Those are really good.
Orcs, please. Watch the last stream. There may have been a leak last week.
Maybe.
There may have been a little bit of a leak last week, which I will not mention, but our last couple streams are available now on YouTube if you don't feel like watching them on Twitch. They're also condensed on YouTube, so I cut out the intro, trim it down to usually about 60 minutes. So if you ever feel like going back and watching an old stream, they're usually a bit shorter, so you don't have to watch all the countdown nonsense. How expansive do we aim to make this be? Like we always say, in a perfect world, we would love to continue. Thanks. Welcome to the party, brother. In a perfect world, we'd love to keep adding character classes and races and expansions and things like that. So that's how expansive we want it to be. We want to keep going. So, of course, eventually we want to add Bard. We want to add Dragonborn. We want to add all those things that you guys have been asking for a very long time. So. Oh, as you see, Shane says healing AI is excellent SCL. I agree, man. Like a lot of you guys in this channel, I play a lot of games, not just Sword Coast Legends, and I know when games have really terrible healing AI, and this game isn't one of them. So healers are usually pretty darn good. A little paralysis, swift quiver, and then we're just gonna blast this guy to smithereens. Alright, so we do have a lot of enemies here. We'll do a little blindness.
So if any of you guys are paying attention to the tiefling's tail this whole time, I'm just eyeballing that thing like so much.
Oh boy.
Brandon and Patrick did a lot of the work with getting that to blend well together. You know, a lot of the guys who are interested in game development, if you consider all the different animations and how that tail has to line up, you know, perfectly when it's like blending in, so or it has to look good, you know, it has to look appropriate. That's been a huge challenge with the tiefling for sure.
So for those paying attention, I just zapped that Durgar with Finger of Death. So it does a little bit of necrotic damage, and of course, if the target dies within 60 seconds, it's reanimated as a zombie under my control. So I actually have a couple Durgars here that have been brought back with Finger of Death, which is super fun. So it evens the score a little bit, so Bellamy doesn't go down by himself while fighting these completely overpowered hood horrors. Poor Bellamy, right?
Look, now he's afraid, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, between Bryn and good old Voxel here, we have a lot of crowd control. All right, Bellamy, I'll give you a glory moment. Nah, he missed. Never mind.
He had his opportunity.
Here's another hook horror. Oh, he just got nailed. All right, hook horror's down. Very cool. Take some loot. How are we looking at time? Here's one for you, Smalls. Did you have to rework lots of the old armor to account for the tiefling tail? I was actually just asking you about the tail before we...
You were actually, yeah. So that was one of the big questions that we ran into when we were introducing the tiefling. Mm-hmm. If you remember Birkins as a tiefling, so that was like our prototype for the tieflings and how they might work. Mm-hmm. So what we did was we had to introduce like a new joint in the tail to minimize the error that would happen, so it didn't clip with a lot of the robes especially. And that helped out a bunch. That really did help out a bunch. Because a lot of times in development, you come across problems and you have to find a creative solution like that. So usually something that has a good balance between the quality and the amount of time it's going to take to implement. Hopefully that answers the question.
Bellamy screams a lot. He says die quite a lot.
I think that's what does most of the damage, is his voice.
He just shrieks at people. Yeah, I think so too.
His battle cry.
Got some remains here. Any more on playing with other made characters? No info on that yet. I know we touched on that a little bit last week, but I should have more info about specifically, you know, what's going on with, you know, Rage of Demons and exactly what's shipping with Rage of Demons in a short amount of time. Thanks for hosting, Shane. We appreciate it. Thank you. Am I going in a circle? A little bit. Yeah, I've already been here. This is my... Chaos has already been through here. Oh, look, I'm back at the beginning.
So what was the best way to see if you've been there?
Yeah, just
there's some corpses.
All right, I'm going the right way. That horrible slime I had to fight.
Right away.
This new tile set is really pretty, by the way. I'm still going the wrong way. There. Why don't I just do that instead of wandering? Wandering. Bellamy is very angry. Absolutely.
Of course. At once.
He's not angry, he's just drawn that way.
Is that a Jessica Rabbit joke? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think that is a Jessica Rabbit joke, yeah. Man, the crush I had on Jessica Rabbit as a kid.
I'm sure it wasn't just you.
It wasn't just me.
I mean, yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, what's her name? Ronda Rousey. She's like, I'd go cartoon for that.
This is a nice little empty area to give me a little bit of a rest here. Oh, got some more spiders up ahead. Let's lock them down. Paralyzed. Oh boy. All right, so we got a big group here. See if we can get them before they get to us. All right. Did not stop them completely, but I definitely slowed down a few of them.
Mythical gamer. Don't worry about asking questions. That's what we're here for, to answer your questions.
Ask as many as you guys want.
So as far as your specific question, if we were to decrease the lighting in an unrealistic way, that might be a little broken in terms of the mechanics. So that's why we tended to have more ambient lighting. But that is a really cool idea to introduce an environment for more horror.
I have always been pushing for a long time for almost a pitch black lighting scheme that you would need, some sort of light generation on your character to really navigate through. I always thought that was a great idea because I loved, as a DM, one of the things I would always do in tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, I would really make my characters, struggle in dark areas.
Right.
And they would have to find a way to generate light. And if they didn't have a magic user with them, it was a lot more challenging. So, I like that idea a lot. Perhaps
it is, yeah. And I remember that this was talked about. I'm thinking of that magical tent, like how we have that maze in there.
Yeah.
And if the lights were off in there, that would be really cool.
That would be.
I mean, maybe there's something that could be done in the future. I mean, I don't know, but that sounds like
I don't want to fight another jelly, man. Can I just skip this area? All right, let's see what we can do here. You know what, Bellamy, you are pretty much useless against these guys. So we're going to send Bellamy over here against the Were-Rat. Lydia, we're going to have you spam some magic here. Voxel, most of your stuff's on cooldown, but we're still going to do Circle of Death. Circle of Death's on cooldown, sorry. We're going to do a little bit of darkness here. And Bryn.
So Ankylog. These are so fun, just reading all these names.
This is the best part.
You kind of get the joke afterwards.
Yeah.
Is it possible in SCL to use 2 longswords, katanas, or other large weapons in dual wield?
You can use 2 longswords.
And the katanas actually...
I don't think we have katanas in game.
We do
have
not.
Scimitars.
So,
we don't have katanas.
Right, we have the scimitars. So those are actually, you can dual wield those.
Yeah, we took away some of the restrictions for dual wielding. So you can have 2 longswords or 2 scimitars if you want to be like Mr. Duarden, as I call him. All right, come on, Bellamy. Did I already take down that jelly? I did. I got lucky.
I think that like growing up in South Florida, I'd be used to little or big insects running around, but that's just creepy. I don't like these spiders. They're just.
Oh, there you go.
I want them dead.
Ooh. Bellamy proned the heck out of that drow. Yeah, I'm very eager for you guys to get your hands on the Warlock and try them out because honestly, just the addition of this single class and the amount of variety that the Warlock has, it just opens up so many options for your party. Like you can conceivably go in with 4 Warlocks, all spec differently and all providing. Heals would be a little rough, but you also get health from heals as a Warlock, so you can kind of keep your party alive that way. You would still need some potions, but maybe 3 Warlocks and a healer, you'd still be doing pretty well.
So Mythical Gamer asks, any plans for making characters sit, walk, etc.?
Sit walk. So we do have analog controls right now for console. We showed off console PS4 gameplay a few weeks ago, and so with the analog sticks, you can actually walk your character. There's now animation for that. At this point, there's no plans on bringing that over to PC. Perhaps later, but right now, no analog plans. Sitting and all that stuff is all different animations that we're currently not in the process of adding into the game. So. Fortunately, the answer to that is a no for now. But that can all change,
Another question here. Are there going to be changes to the wizard tree summoning so it's conjure elementals instead of conjure animals?
I can show you guys this. No changes for the wizard tree at this point, but there is... Back to the tome. No, it's hex. Sorry, it's going to take me a minute to find it. Here it is. No, that's Hurl Through Hell. Sorry. I totally misplaced it. Anyway, as Warlock, you can actually summon an elemental. It's a higher level spell, which is why... here it is, Minion of Chaos. So you have to be level 13, an elemental of flame. It's really cool, incredibly powerful. Maybe next week I'll show off higher level Warlock stuff and actually show off the Minion of Chaos. So yeah, no changes to the wizard at this time.
How many cookies do I have to ship to you to port over the walk?
Man, a lot of cookies.
Oh man,
a lot of cookies required for a walk. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take out this beholder as quickly as possible. The trick with beholder is to keep him marked if possible. Nope, he's immune to paralysis. I should have known that.
So we've got an interesting question here. Will the console version be couch co-op?
It will not be couch co-op. That's unfortunately sad news for a lot of people. The good news is we never claimed we were going to do couch co-op. People have been asking since we announced the game about a year ago, over a year ago at this point, if there's going to be couch co-op at some point, and the answer has always been no. So no couch co-op, mainly for UI inventory reasons. That's a hard thing to do in a very robust RPG, which is why you don't see it in a lot of larger RPGs with a lot of inventory, a lot of stat management. Couch co-op's challenging because splitting that amount of information in UI and stuff is challenging, and perhaps one day, we'll see it, but not at this point. I got a +2 weapon for that. I will take it. And that is the perfect time because we're going to do some giveaways and stuff.
Giveaways! Oh, for them.
Welcome to the party, gamer KMCD. We really appreciate it. It's actually not going to let me out of here. So it's probably good that we end the stream because apparently right now I cannot walk to the exit. So it's all right. We don't need to walk.
I think they're just a little apprehensive. With enough courage,
I know.
They can make it over there.
I think so. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do some giveaways here in just a couple seconds. Again, thank you guys so much for all your questions, and thanks to Smalls ahead of time for coming in and joining us.
No problem. It's been
I literally
enjoyable.
asked him about 10 minutes before the stream, which shows my current level of organization.
It was those chips, man. You bribed me with the chips. I couldn't say no.
It's funny. The most of the time people will only come on if they're getting a good snack. So they'll ask me, like, what snack is this week? And I'll be like, it's this week is fake grilled cheese imported from Bulgaria, and they'll be like, I'll pass. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like I'm one of like the few vegetarians in the office, it's been this one coincidentally lined up with my dietary.
Yeah, I see
criteria.
Mr. Slick in there. I've known that guy for a long time. He's in Alaska, watching currently from Alaska. That's crazy. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Okay, so this week we're going to be eating Jembos. And Jembos are imported from Colombia. They are chili lime plantain chips. I'll let you do the honors, sir. You get to have the first bite and let us know what you think of Jembos. And then of course
they're orange. I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect it either. And then we'll also, I'm really thirsty right now, so this is gonna be rough.
Nope, these are good. Yeah.
They're good. I give them a pass. I think they're pretty tasty. More lime than I expected. Right?
That's exactly what I expected. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna switch cams so we don't give away your codes. Hang in there, and let's go ahead and do some giveaways. We're gonna be giving away some daggers of venom, and here we go. The first dagger of venom is going to Rindu. Congratulations, Rindu. You just got yourself a dagger of venom. The next dagger of venom is going to go to... Whoa, that's a cool name. Can you say that, Smalls?
Poyas. I don't know.
There you go. Next dagger of venom is going to... Poyas.
Is that Russian? I know Russian.
I don't know either. So congratulations, Poyas. You get a dagger of venom. The next dagger of venom is going to A-Bean. I didn't make you say stuff this week. Let's make him say stuff.
Sure, I'm ready to say stuff.
If you want to win a prize, let's have him say Bellasnots again. Go ahead and give us a Bellasnots here in the chat. Bellasnots. And if you want to win a prize, you have a better chance of winning a prize if you say Bellasnots in the chat. And then we'll give you a prize. All right, A-Bean, congratulations. You have won a dagger of venom.
Dagger of Jembos.
Dagger.
I'd be too busy eating that, which wouldn't be good for health.
Bellasnots. I see some Bellasnots. I see some stuff.
Oh, it's Portuguese. Nice.
Oh, it's Portuguese. Excellent. Really? Again? I had so much fun. I had so much fun with Bellasnots.
Bell of Snots. I saw one of those in there.
Bellasnots. Oh, man. I'm going to take a picture of this because this is just...
It's a lot of snots.
My family won't believe me that you guys actually say Bellasnots when I ask nicely. Look at that, Bellasnots. I love you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. The next dagger venom is going to Holly Hellraiser. Holly Hellraiser. Unless it's supposed to say Holy Hellraiser. Either one, Holly or Holy. Congratulations, you have won a dagger of venom.
Cool name.
We are going to now give away 2 copies of the game. So you're going to get the standard Steam edition of Sword Coast Legends. We'll be giving those away as well. If you already have the game, please, I encourage you to give it away to a friend. You know, give it away on your own streams or on your own social media feeds, whatever you want to do. And the next one is going out to... Here we go. Drum roll, please. All right. It's going to Course 34. Course 34. Congratulations. You won a copy of Sword Coast Legends. And the last copy of Sword Coast Legends is going to... All right. So thank you, sir.
This is the last one, you know?
This is the last one. This is the last copy. It's going to Watchhawk 303. Congratulations, Watchhawk 303. Nice haircut, by the way. Why do you hide it? I just got a haircut like the other day.
We need a 4th for our co-op. This is a businessman on the other side.
I know. We need a 4th for our co-op. He's wheeling and dealing. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our stream. We'll be back next week with all new stuff. We'll probably do a little bit of character creation next week, and hopefully we will have some information regarding dates for both the console, Xbox, PS4 releases of Sword Coast Legends and Rage of Demons. So we're waiting on a couple of things internally before we release those dates. Thank you for your patience with those. You know, we're waiting too. We're excited to announce that it's right around the corner, though. Don't stress out too much about it. And big thanks to Jay Smalls for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
It is awesome. And let me switch back to this in just a second, so we don't show off any codes. World bosses. We do have a couple bosses that are being added to Rage of Demons. No world bosses, no big like raid style bosses. However, I would say that one of the bosses that we're adding for Rage of Demons is the hardest, I think, that we have in the game. You think?
It's pretty challenging. It's pretty challenging.
Pretty challenging. We really haven't. Well, we kind of revealed it, but. Oh, I did see the Dagger of Venom topic in the forums. Definitely hold on to if you have a problem inputting your Dagger of Venom code. It's not that there's a bad code, just that there's an issue going on right now. So definitely hold on to it. We will, of course, get you your Dagger of Venom. There might just be a little bit of hiccup in the system right now. So I'll have to check with the guys. I am aware that it's happening. It's not happening for everyone. It's only happening for a handful of people. So, yeah, hang in there and we will get you your Dagger.
And it's been great meeting you guys as well. I've always been inside of the chat, so it's great to be on the other side here with Ash.
Oh.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, man. And if you have any issues with any of the keys that I gave you, don't worry about it. If something weird is going on with your key, I'll be able to get you another key. So just contact me on the forums, or if you just do an @SwordCoast on Twitter. That, of course, is an easy way to contact me as well. I read all of those. So, contact us on social media, and we'll be happy to help you out. I don't know why we've been having so many issues with our keys lately. The key goblin is not doing his job. Awesome. Well, thank you guys, and we'll be back next week with all new stuff. You guys are awesome, and we really, really appreciate you showing up. It's really pretty great. Let's show them this Bugs video because it's funny.
Right. If you say so. All right. Sure. I'm here. Yeah.
Hello.
That just actually happened to us in the last dungeon.
Oh my goodness.
This is my favorite.
I'm listening.
He's like, may you guys please tie my shoes while you're down there. Oh.
Love it. The